Genetics is an amazing thing. Thanks to her, whole populations adapt to changing conditions, environment, appearance of animals, and characteristics. Indulge in the next generation. With the help of genes, the most successful mutations are fixed, the successful are rejected. To your attention, we want to present a case when nature failed, and these were born. Inexplicable creatures for us. Well, what do we start? This brief 10-second video greatly surprised internet users. You can see a buffalo on it who drinks water, and on the head in the middle of two enemies the bird built a nest, and judging by the footage, she feels very comfortable there. Most often birds build nests high up in a tree, so that no one bothers them. But what is wrong with this feather? Because eggs laid there can easily fall out of the nest when the buffalo tilts. And why does the cloven-hoofed animal let her do that? Probably because in the wild, buffaloes and birds are best friends. The thing is that on the back of the buffalo, there are various small parasites who drink his blood and infect. On his own, he can't get rid of them. So starlings come to the rescue. Sit on your back and eat these parasites. And Nagor is a Japanese cock who has a tail not like ordinary roosters. He is very long and amazing, thanks to which the bird became famous all over the world. These roosters accept their long tail, no different from other chickens. They also have a second name, better known to humans as the phoenix bird. Their tail can reach even up to 10 meters in length. This is just incredible. Isn't it true he grows their whole life in Japan? This breed of chicken has a special status. Japanese authorities ban export of eggs outside the state, so nowhere in the world can you find them anymore, except Japan. There are moments when nature really made a hard joke and created overly large genitals to some animals. In the footage we see a bull who barely walks because of his huge balabanchiki. He presents at every step his feet, so they don't swing in different directions. Similar happens with this boar. We see that he is uncomfortable to move with such fluctuations. Because of this, he feels a lot of discomfort. Here's another one boar with the same problem. These animals were raised electrically for the sake of extracting a lot of seeds from them, then artificially fertilize them. So's short spine syndrome in dogs. It's a genetic abnormality, very rare. There are no more than 15 in the world dogs with such pathology. The reason for the formation of a specific appearance, it's the lack of spinal column hardening. In the embryonic period, the vertebrae remain in the form of cartilage. Their compression happens. Spinal column is compressed into an accordion and shortened. The dog is completely missing a neck. The only thing that remains normal size, its head and limbs. The dog has paws with syndrome. Short spine resembles spider. Pet can't move them right. So running and jumping are practically inaccessible for him. But despite the outward ugliness, such pets remain cheerful, adapt well in life. They become great companions for humans. Zoologists have discovered a new species of fish who are dating carp family only in limestone caves. Indian state flashing. Feature of fish is that she completely lacks vision organs. Along with the loss, increased other senses, particularly the sense of smell and lateral line. Fish can feel even small changes in water pressure around it. It lets her navigate and find food. Being in a new place, the fish begins to study it restlessly, reproducing in memory a detailed spatial map, thanks to which unmistakably, navigating in total darkness. At the bear from me on my tongue grew so huge that dragged on the ground, and the animal could not eat normally. According to vets, terribly swollen tongue weighed 3 kilograms. They count that his huge tongue is either an innate mutation, either elephantias, is caused by parasitic worms, spread by mosquitoes. The disease is quite common in people living in Miami. However, bears have not yet been observed. Vets operated on him in 2016. However, after a small recovery, the bear tongue got even bigger in a year than before surgery. In the end, it was decided to conduct an amputation of the tongue. Such an ailment was first seen in a bear. Therefore, experts cannot accurately determine what is he related to. Thankfully, the surgery was successful, and his tongue did not grow anymore. American Randy Betts works as a representative pharmaceutical company. In his free time, he breeds turtles. And one day, Betts got a turtle with deformed back. His hind legs were bent upwards and almost didn't work. Turtle, who was named Helix, couldn't move around and eat normally and communicate with other turtles. Helix was planned to be put to sleep. Another idea came up on a killer. He glued small wheels to Helix's shell, and it worked. Turtle learned to move fast. No more food problems. Pour use a special, safe glue, and when the wheels have to be removed, then he carefully removes the lumps of glue poured to the shell. Meet this is the most hair-like sheep in the world, called Leicester Border. This burdock miracle appeared in the late 18th century and was created through selection. North Livestock, England, based onto local breeds, Leicesters and Cheviots, and they came out so clear. That breed turned out to be popular not only in the historical homeland, but also almost all over the world. With all their appearance, these sheep raise vague suspicions that in their breed a couple drops of rabbit blood. Everything looks normal in the back, but on the muzzle genetics clearly recouped. Not only that the ears of the breed are long and stand sticky, so also the very physiognomy of sheep is elusive, hair-like. This Indian breed of cows has horns so long that do not creep into the door. The animal learned to bypass this obstacle. Cow bows head first to crawl the horn, then it comes out entirely. Looks, it's just incredible. The bull with the longest horns in the world lives in Alabama, so he got in the Guinness Book of Records. Sizes to enemies from one end to the other is 3 meters 20 centimeters. This breed is called Texas London. First-time animal owner. Notice the record potential of their bull. When he turned 4, his horns are growing outward. They bend upwards. That means that they are able to reach a much larger width. They say that life is by nature a gentle giant who loves apples, carrots, and marshmallows. Long-haired guinea pigs, born thanks to the efforts of breeders. The hair length of these adorable rodents reaches up to 45 centimeters, and the main purpose of animals is to showcase yourself at all sorts of exhibitions and endear their breeders. The hair of such animals grows constantly. Those aren't the easiest to care for guinea pigs, and they are not recommended for beginners to buy. Such hair requires careful care. Need to comb wool, doing thinning and grooming. Combing piggy is necessary every day, otherwise the wool can turn into a solid lump. Bears at the Zoo of Leipzig in eastern Germany unexpectedly lost hair cover. Experts are now lost in guesses. And why did it happen? One of them was left completely without hair. The first symptoms appeared about 2 years ago. However, according to the vet, similar problem exists in many other zoos. One scientist said that the natural habitat region of spectacled bears, this is Ecuador and North Bolivia. He believes that in this, perhaps there is one of the reasons for the strange phenomenon. The man also suggested that an important factor is how to eat. So in climate is tropical animals. So because of different climate they suffer. In Mississippi River, Canada, a strange creature has been found, which immediately attracted the attention of scientists. An unusual living organism, shaped like a human brain, spotted by locals, who called specialists. Brown slick clot cut and began to study. By one of the versions, it could be a cluster of Shannick. They pump through themselves daily 10 milliliters of water and feeds on that. That will have time to catch slime-covered tentacles, and their prey is organic particles. Bacteria and algae, magnificent mixes before consider reservoirs consisting of or cycling water. However, the mills have never met before such large clusters. Besides, they don't live in the waters here. If it's still Mshenki, the reason for their migration is unclear. Pigeons with a long neck surprised YouTube users. Scientists from Nicaragua managed to bring out a new species of, and they crossed the genes of an Australian ostrich and the common European pigeon. The result was half pigeon, half ostrich. They are very slim. Their necks and legs are pretty long. By its appearance, they actually resemble an ostrich. Goats of Husari breed. That's an incredibly amazing breed. The longest ears relative to the body. Their ears can reach up to 1/2 meter long. and sometimes a lot more. They can also curl slightly. This sign is dominant and most often transmitted to offspring. These goats give a lot of milk, 4 to 7 per day, and their long ears help regulate heat exchange, not letting the body overheat. That is, they protect animals from the scorching sun. This is everything today. Thank you for watching to the end. Everyone, bye and see you soon.